This is the content of the movie Wakanda produced in 2022. The story begins in 1571. In South America, smallpox raged, leaving the villagers in a critical condition. To save the villagers, the patriarch dived into the underground cave. Finding a strange plant, he crushed it for everyone to drink, including a pregnant mother who also drank this water. As a result, all the villagers passed out after drinking that water, and when they woke up, their skin had turned blue. They plunged into the sea to bathe, suddenly discovering they can breathe underwater. So from there, they went to the water to live. The mother also gave birth under the sea. 10 years later, when the boy was growing up, his mother also passed away. He brought his mother back to be buried on the mainland, but suddenly discovered Westerners are occupying land and beating slaves. He flew to the sky, then slaughter all the invaders here. Namor was born from a strange tree, so his strength is outstanding. At his feet there are wings that help him fly. After burying his mother, Namor urged everyone to return to the seabed, and from there, he built the undersea kingdom of Talokan, the only aquatic people on Earth. Unusual plants make them extremely intelligent and hardy. Thanks to the precious metal vibranium, Namor also created an artificial sun on the seabed, helping to illuminate the entire Talokan kingdom. At the same time, on Earth also exists a mysterious kingdom possessing this rare metal, that is the kingdom of Wakanda, whose head is Black Panther. Thanks to vibranium, their civilization flourished. Can be said to be a peerless country on this earth. Then, unfortunately, the pandemic hit and the Black Panther fell ill. His sister tried everything to cure him, but to no avail. Receiving news that the head of the Wakanda kingdom had passed away, the heads of other countries in the world immediately joined together. They want to take this opportunity to attack to capture the vibranium of Wakanda. Soon after, Wakanda's laboratory was violently attacked. The humans sent a task force, forcing the employees to open the door to get the vibranium. Unexpectedly, as soon as I opened the door, I saw the Wakanda general waiting for me. They have vibranium weapons that are superior to human guns, so they easily get the upper hand. In an instant, the task force was completely defeated. Then she went to the United Nations meeting and sent soldiers to escort the mercenaries here. She threatened the nations of the world. If there is an intention to attack Wakanda, the consequences will be very unpredictable. Of course, the leaders of the nations could not stand such humiliation. They are quietly using detectors to search for vibranium across the globe. That day at an offshore rig, the search team discovered vibranium on the seabed. Went down to see the vibranium shell emitting purple light, without knowing that this is the Talokan kingdom. Immediately after, the lights of the submersible went out, and the two divers below lost contact. Talokan poked his head out of the water and sang songs, causing the soldiers on the ship to be hypnotized, simultaneously stepping on the side of the ship to jump into the sea to commit suicide. The commander looked through the camera and saw something unusual. They quickly put on earplugs and ran out. Was about to get on a helicopter to flee when suddenly under the sea of Talokan people came to attack.
There was a girl who shot wildly with a gun, but was unharmed. The girl had no choice but to run away when he got into the helicopter and flew into the sky. She thought he would get out, but suddenly the helicopter jerked, spun, and fell into the sea, breaking into pieces.
Back in the kingdom of Wakanda, after the infiltration incident, anyone who wanted to enter the kingdom had to go through a gate. It's an invisible quantum wall that prevents anything from entering. The queen wanted her daughter Shuri to rule the kingdom, but Shuri said that she was unable to regenerate the heart-shaped grass, the herb with supernatural powers, to become a king. That night, mother and daughter went to the riverbank to burn the dead brother's clothes. Suddenly Namor appeared from the water, soaring with wings at his feet. Mother and daughter were scared and didn't understand why they could break the wall. Namor introduced himself as the king of Talokan. Since humanity is searching for his vibranium, Namor wants to work to fight the humans. He forced the Queen to capture the maker of the vibranium detector and hand it over to him. Of course, the Queen disagreed with this. So Namor gives them 3 days to think. If they don't listen to him, he will destroy Wakanda Kingdom. Then he left the vibranium detector behind. The situation was critical. The Queen immediately held an emergency meeting. The patriarchs were all very worried, because they were no longer protected by the Black Panther, the Monkey King. Confident in Wakanda's strength, the detector. It is better to hand that person over to Talokan than to let the kingdom be destroyed. Immediately, the general and Shuri went to see Agent Rock.
Thanks to his information, they knew the detector maker was only a schoolgirl. The general and the princess quickly went to school. The princess went to her room to meet the girl. Shuri explains to her the dangers of making detectors. Humanity will fight to the death for vibranium.
The girl understood and immediately led the two to her laboratory. Unexpectedly, Lisa was only 15 years old, but she was able to create an iron armor. But before they could pack up, agents surrounded the outside. Seeing that, the girl quickly put on the iron suit, quickly shot an agent and flew into the sky. The princess rode her motorcycle out the door. An intense chase ensues as the group runs to a bridge, thinking they have escaped, but in the middle of the bridge, suddenly the girl was grabbed by a rope. The shogun and princess car were also hit by a water bomb, leaving the princess unconscious for a long distance. The general struggled to get out of the car to save the princess. Suddenly the Talokan's people jumped from the water onto the bridge. The female general quickly drew her sword to fight back. With many martial arts moves, she quickly defeated all 5 Talokan, even stabbing them in the stomach. Unexpectedly, as soon as he left, the general turned his head and saw that the other 5 had come back to life. King Talokan at this time took out his hand to defeat this general, even giving her a spear to provoke. But Okoye is completely incapable. She really is not his opponent. The Talokan troops drop water bombs, knocking Okoye into the river. So Talokan on the bridge captured the princess. General Okoye of Wakanda reports the situation, saying that Talokan are invincible. They just died but will come back to life 3 seconds later. When the elders heard the news, they were very worried. The queen was angry because the princess was captured and immediately kicked the general out. Then, she goes to meet her other daughter is Nakia, who was once a good shogun of Wakanda but is now hidden. The queen begs her to find a way to save her sister. Shuri sighed and the girl were in the undersea Talokan kingdom. The princess is then brought to see King Namor, who is told of the tribe's origins and hatred of humans for ravaging the seas. Must kill the girl who made that detector now, or the humans will discover his kingdom. Namor then takes Shuri on a tour of his capital Talokan. It's a beautiful and magical undersea kingdom, where millions of Talokan people live. They were able to do that, all thanks to the precious metal vibranium. At the same time, Nakia is on the shore. Thanks to her super technology, she quickly finds the cave leading to the Talokan kingdom. The queen orders the Nakia to save the princess's life, and she will make an appointment with King Namor to distract him. Namor no doubt goes ashore to meet the queen. She tries to buy time for Nakia to go save her daughter. In the water, Nakia attacked, saw someone controlling the princess. She shot the girl with a gun. Unfortunately, the wound was so severe that Princess Talokan died. The two escape successfully and Wakanda's spaceship also comes to save them. The queen was overjoyed to have saved her daughter, completely unaware of the disaster had just begun.
The king of Namor returns to find his daughter dead, only to learn that the queen has lured him out to kill his daughter. Thinking of this, anger flared up. Namor immediately sat on the throne. summoned his courtiers, and ordered the entire Tolokan kingdom to prepare weapons.
They will use all their power to destroy the kingdom of Wakanda, and must avenge the death of their princess. Tolokan soon arrived outside Wakanda. Inside, the people did not know the danger. But suddenly the tsunami came from nowhere, water bombs exploded everywhere, attacking everyone. But that's not even the scariest thing, the Tolokan people sang. The people of Wakanda jumped into the water themselves. Not feeling well, the Wakanda troops threw grenades to stop them from singing. The queen also piloted the spaceship to try to save people who were drowning in the water. Seeing this, King Namor flew to the sky to fight directly. With the power of the gods, he threw spaceships at each other. Move fast to help him avoid the shots completely. He is too good to confront the princess. Namor dives into the water to regain strength. The princess gives chase. Suddenly, he jumped up and knocked down the princess airship. This guy directly flew to scare the queen, found that the bulletproof glass was too hard. The wife of King Talokan angrily threw a series of water bombs in. They blew up the queen's room. Everything was immediately engulfed in water. The queen wakes up and tries to save Anna. But by the time the general and Naki arrive, it's too late. The queen drowned, and fortunately, Anna came to her senses. Namor threatened to level everything if Wakanda refused the alliance. He gives everyone a week to think and then leaves. Leaving the princess with her mother's dead body was an excruciating pain. So in a short time, mourning covered the Wakanda kingdom. Now the responsibility of leading the country rests entirely with the princess. Besides, Wakanda only has a week before the Talokans return. For a Wakanda victory, the princess and Anna together analyze the Talokan gene source. They quickly find the weak point. Although he can breathe like a human, Namor still has to go into the water to regain his strength, so just stop him from having water. Everyone will win.
After that, the girl built a vaporization chamber, and the princess tried to revive heart-shaped grass. After many tries, Shuri finally succeeded. Shuri decided to drink this herb to increase his strength. As soon as he finished drinking, Shuri immediately fell into a coma. But in her trance, she did not see her ancestors as the previous ones, but encountering his evil cousin. He injected evil ideas into Shuri's head. After Shuri wakes up, she actually possesses an extraordinary strength. Shuri decided to put on the armor of the Black Panther warrior.
While the elders were afraid to discuss how to escape, the female Black Panther warrior suddenly appeared, making the people of Wakanda extremely confident. Now that the princess has turned evil, she immediately plans to attack and destroy the Talokan. Instead of waiting for us to destroy them first, the elders oppose war, which will cause many warriors to make meaningless sacrifices. But the princess now has no love left. The only thing she wants is for Namor to die. Hatred completely clouded the princess' mind. Shuri immediately ordered the entire Wakanda army to depart. Talokan immediately swam to the spot, but the jamming device below caused them to emerge from the water. Just waiting for that, Shuri and hundreds of warriors opened fire. King Namor jumped up to knock down the airships. He grabbed one by the tail and threw it at the others. The underwater jammer was also destroyed, so the Talokans overran the ship, and Wakanda jumped down and started the great battle. As for Shuri, thanks to the power of the Black Panther warrior, she brutally defeated the Talokan army. Beside her, Anna is trying to fight King Namor but is weak. Fortunately, thanks to a rocket-fired fighter, Anna accidentally hit King Namor. He crashed and was caught by the spaceship. The Black Panther warrior also entered this spaceship. The specially built spaceship drained all of his water, causing Namor to lose energy and become extremely dizzy. Seeing that King Namor had been captured, the Nakia quickly ordered a retreat. But underneath, two blue whales with thousands of water bombs charged. The explosion of the water bomb instantly tilted Wakanda's massive ship, causing them to fall into the water. They were slaughtered. At the same time, King Namor destroyed the spaceship with his spear. The princess had no choice but to rush into battle. Namor was weak but still ran Shuri. He broke through, causing the ship to be destroyed, crashing into an island. At the same time, many Talokan people continued to board the boat. They wanted to destroy not a single Wakanda people alive. The war was fierce and brutal. The more Talokan attacked, the more they prevailed. The last survivors of Wakanda cornered on the Princess Island, and Namor also woke up to continue fighting. Shuri, thanks to the vibranium armor, caused Namor to injure a wing in his leg, causing him pain. He angrily punches Shuri repeatedly, but due to lack of water, his body loses strength. The more he fights, the weaker he becomes. While Shuri was about to finish him off, suddenly, King Namor stabbed his spear through Shuri's body, then staggered into the water to breathe. Only the princess was stabbed by the spear. She quickly broke the spear and pulled herself out in pain. But Shuri still tried to rush out to stop Namor. She activated the spacecraft's engine to fly out and burn him alive. Namor, exhausted and lying motionless on the sand.
Shuri wields the spear ready to finish him off. But at the last moment, she suddenly remembers the people of the two countries. When injustice will never end, hadn't her people just taken his daughter's life? Putting aside her hatred, she demanded that Namor surrender and form an alliance.
On board, the Talokan army prepares to destroy. But the last warriors of Wakanda suddenly appear, their king along with Shuri. He ordered to lay down the weapons. From here, the two peoples will form an alliance. Both kingdoms have since lived a happy life.